Woo! Wow, that was a big one. Oh, wow. Fuck it. We decided to do it. Oh, it's lovely. Whew. Well, that's one for the scrapbook.
Good morning. My name is Andy. I am the Brit in Hungary. It's been a while, but I've been incredibly busy. But in a few hours, I'm going to be the Brit in Reykjavik. And I'm so excited, I could almost poop myself. One of the many, many, many great things about being in the EU is the Erasmus Plus programme. It's all about teacher training, cultural exchange, and I'm going on an Erasmus trip to Iceland, Reykjavik. And I've been trying to go on this trip for over a year, but because of the deadly virus, etc., it's not been terribly easy. But now things have calmed down a bit, and I'm off. So the course I'm doing, it's called Smart Teachers Play More, and it's how to incorporate games and fun into the classroom to facilitate learning. And there's going to be me and lots of other people, teachers from all around the world. And in the morning we're doing like the stuff in the classroom, theoretical stuff, and then in the afternoon we're going off and doing cultural trips. We're visiting Icelandic schools. We're going to go to see volcanoes, swimming volcanic lakes, the Northern Lights. Oh my God, I want to see the Northern Lights all my life. There'll be like tick volcano, tick Northern Lights. I have to say I'm so excited. So after the fiasco in Cyprus in the summer, taking no chances this time. So this is my COVID antibody certificate. COVID antibody certificate translated into English. This is my rapid antigen test, which I had done yesterday, translated into English. Negative. This is my plastic digital immunity certificate, and this is a printed copy of my Icelandic flight pass. So yes, I have taken absolutely no chances this time. I don't want any of that nonsense again.
Well, that's today's old banger. Well, it's not an old banger at all. It's only a couple of months old. Airbus 321 Neo. It's the stretch version of the 320 with the hot rod engines on it to give it a better rate of climb. Hopefully we might survive this one. 100 miles an hour. 130, 140, 150. There she goes. Yes, we is here. We're just waiting for a bus to take us to the hotel. Absolutely tremendous flight. 4.5 hours. The last hour of the flight, we were treated to the most amazing Northern Lights show through the aeroplane window. I tried to get some on the old GoPro, but I'm not sure it's going to work. They're absolutely breathtaking. Off to the hotel. And it's been a long day. Good morning. Day one. It certainly is Iceland. It's effing freezing. First weird thing is it's actually about 10 o'clock in the morning and the sun has only just come up. It's quite bizarre. This would play havoc with my winter blues, this country. I think I'd have to kill myself if it was dark all the time like this. Well, this is your classic Iceland. Lovely. Glassy sea. Lovely. We've got some tough Viking cyclists. Bloody hell. That's a bit too keen. So weird observation number 2, all the cars, when they drive past, they make a really weird noise. It's like they're on on broken glass or something. And we've just checked, and they've all got metal studs in the tyres. That's why they sound so weird. Yeah. So yeah, not too much danger of getting stuck in the snow, I imagine. Bit of a bleak landscape. Yeah, we're on our way to the Blue Lagoon Geothermal Spa. Another top morning on the course. It's Tuesday and we're off with my lovely new European friends for a bit of leisure time. Okay, Weir's here. Weir's trekking through a lava field. Oh. That looks absolutely horrendous. Very primordial. Yeah, the slightly disappointing thing is it's not even natural. There's a geothermal power station behind me, and this is just sort of like a wastewater pond. After the power station's finished with the water, they take the superheated steam and the water out the ground. They use the steam for the turbines for electricity for the for the town, and they use the water for the communal heating. But they can't put the water through the pumps and stuff because with so many minerals in it, it just wreck everything. So they run it through heat exchangers, and they extract as much energy as they can, and it gets dumped into the pond here at about 40 Celsius, and then people have to pay an absolute fortune to come and swim in it. So it's yeah, it's bloody good business for somebody, really. Well, that was lovely. Heading back to the bus, and it's raining, as per usual. Time to find a nice warm pub somewhere, I think. Look, all these people from all over the EU. It's nearly as bad as Hungarian. Yeah, it's it seems to be incredibly hard to find booze in this town, and when you do find it, it's unbelievably expensive. So we're on a bit of a quest to try and find a shop where we can buy some booze, because we can't afford to drink in the pub. Here we go. Oh, they've got that. They got this gull stuff, but it's like piss. It's like, what's that? 2%. It's not even worth drinking, is it? Viking, 2.25%. I'm not sure many Vikings would be seen dead drinking that. Oh, onwards and upwards. Sadly, had to abandon our quest for booze, but to settle for a nice cup of tea instead. Very British. Bloody hell, 9:30, it's still dark. This place would kill me. So, adventure day today, it's Wednesday. We're sort of out and about exploring this island. First stop is a geothermal power station. I do like this kind of stuff. So, the holes, they drill about 3,000 metres down. And with the pressure down there, the water's still liquid at about 300 Celsius. And as it comes to the surface, obviously the pressure comes off and it starts to turn to steam. This is the steam and water separators. And the steam goes into the turbines next door. Yeah, 330 megawatts, this power station. And something I didn't know, that most of the energy on this island goes to smelt aluminium, because that's very electricity intensive. So about 80% of it goes to aluminium factories, which I didn't know, so I've learned something. And then all the rest is for electricity in the towns and cities. And then, yeah, the electricity and heating is incredibly cheap here. The woman just told us that they pay on average 20 euros per month. So yeah, pretty impressive. Yeah, this I remember my geography teacher, he explained to me this the whole plate tectonics once in a really, really good way. And he said, if you imagine a saucepan full of peas boiling, there's bits where the peas are bobbing to the surface, and there's bits where the peas are going back down again, like big circulations. And places like here, Hawaii, Yellowstone National Park, they're the parts where the peas are rising to the top, the magma and the lava. And the bits like Japan, you know, the Pacific Ring of Fire is the bits where the peas are going back down again. So if you imagine that process slowed down about 1 million times, that's sort of how plate tectonics works. And Iceland is right at the top of one of those plumes, the part where the magma is rising to the surface. And yeah, and I've always remembered that. I always thought that was a really, really good description of how the whole plate tectonics things work. It's just like peas in a saucepan, but slowed down about 1 million times. So thank you, Mr. Maxwell. So this is Iceland. The red bit, diagonal line, is the Mid-Atlantic Ridge. So it's where this is the North American tectonic plate, and this is the European tectonic plate. And the yellow bit in the middle is the top of the mantle plume. You know, imagine the peas in the saucepan. Yeah, and as it rises to the top, it's pushing the two tectonic plates apart, and Iceland is right in the middle. And that's why it's the island of ice and fire. And I think, yeah, the plates are moving apart about 2 centimetres a year at the minute, I think. So, but it's like the old thing, if you ever look at a map and look at America and Africa, they fit together perfectly. That's because millions of years ago they were, and they've just been forced apart by this tectonic movement. 2 centimetres per year, tremendous. Peas in a saucepan. Cool, big machines, look at this, I love it. So there's 7 45 megawatt high pressure turbines, and there's one low pressure turbine next door. So yeah, 330 megawatts. For nothing, for free. Awesome. So this is the low pressure turbine. This is a piddly 30 megawatts. Toshiba. Hello Tosh, got a Toshiba. Lovely. This is a pretty cool Icelandic vista. Look at this. The sun's finally out. Thank God, it's 10 o'clock. Yeah, so Reykjavik is about 25 kilometres away that way. They get all the electricity and the water for all the community heating. And I think it's still, by the time it gets there, it's still about 85 Celsius. So yeah, it's pretty much free energy, really. Welcome to Geysir. So this is the village, Geysir, that gave rise to the international word Geyser, whatever. Yes. Let's go exploring. God, this is a bleak place. This is a real bleak place. Whew. Nice place to visit, but I wouldn't want to live there. Bloody hell. So this is kind of like Iceland's Old Faithful. I don't know how long I'm going to have to stand here. It goes every 5 minutes. Thank God for editing. Let's hope my battery lasts long. Woohoo! Awesome! That's a lovely smell. A bit disappointing. was a big one. Oh wow, everybody nearly crapped themselves. Oh dear, somebody got wet. You can just imagine the Vikings after a hard day's pillaging, thinking, "Oh, that looks nice. I'll jump in there and warm up a bit," and getting roasted alive. Oh, well, that's a bit more spectacular than I was expecting. I was expecting some piddly little thing. Ooh, lovely. Bracing. Ooh, that's pretty mega. It's windy. It's always windy here. At least it's not raining yet.
Yeah.
Nice. It's so windy and so cold, but it's very spectacular. I must be the only bloody idiot that came to Iceland without any gloves. Oh well. So, the next place on the tour is a greenhouse. So at least that'll be bloody warm, I hope. Oh, if I had tits, they'd be frozen off. Oh. It's a bit better. I can feel my fingers. Oh. Reminds me of, Buzz Aldrin, the moon. He said, "Magnificent desolation." It's a bit like this place, really. It's absolutely bleak. Absolutely bleak. Whew. I know it was a lot warmer when the Vikings came here, but I think if it was me, I'd just turn around and go home again. Whew. Yeah, something else I didn't realise. Super cheap electricity, free heat. They grow lots of greenhousey vegetables here. Well, I never. Oh, good Lord, how bizarre. Yeah, I think they run increased CO2 levels in here because that evil CO2 gas, carbon dioxide, it makes things grow quicker. So evil carbon dioxide is a plant fertilizer. Who'd have thought it, eh? I never come across Icelandic marijuana. Very strange. So it's kind of a hydroponic type system. Seems to be. Look at those suckers. Whoa. One bee. He must be a very busy bee.
No, a lazy bee.
A lazy bee.
I think she's on holiday.
You lazy bastard.
Yes.
I think he might be dead, actually.
Do you think?
Yeah. I can see a little horsey.
Come on, horse.
What a fine stallion you are. Can I do my long face joke? No, okay. Hello. Are you a friendly horsey? Hello, mate. Oh no, maybe not that friendly. You're all right then, sod you then. Oh, this one's a bit more friendly. Apparently the Icelanders, they get really offended if you call them ponies. They're horses. Just little ones. And apparently we can't feed them because they're athletes. Ooh, licking my hand, that's nice. Oh. Well, this is sort of the squishy bit in the middle between the two tectonic plates. Behind me is the North American plate, and this away is the European plate. And you sort of expect there to be a massive sort of crack down the middle where the two are, but it's not like that, unfortunately. It's bleak. But it's pretty cool though. And there's always some wanker with a drone to spoil it. Good morning. It's Friday. It's the last day of the course. And you join me on my regular 3-kilometre commute to the course centre. It's a bit chilly. It's a bracing -3. It's lovely. And believe it or not, it's about 8:30 in the morning, and it's still completely and utterly pitch black. This country would kill me. Yeah, we all went to a local swimming pool last night, and like everything around here, it's all sort of geothermal. And oh yeah, we were there for about 3 hours. There was one pool was 44 Celsius. It was almost too hot to get in. We were doing the proper Icelandic thing. We were sort of cook yourself in the water for as long as you possibly could, and then go and jump in the freezing cold water for as long as you possibly could. And it actually makes you feel really, really good. Yeah. Well, not actually at the time, but afterwards. Yeah, you feel really good. We heard a real horror story yesterday. There was 4 Chinese travellers, girls. They went on a trip. And they all stood on the rocks, you know, taking selfies. And a big wave came and swept them all off the rocks and into the sea. And 3 of them managed to get back to the shore, and 1 of them died. 1 of them drowned. This was yesterday. So it's pretty horrific. Yeah, no one to do with my group, my trip. But yeah, dangerous place. Dangerous place. Anyway, I'm nearly there. Well, that's it. Friday lunchtime, course over. That has been absolutely fantastic. Not only have I learned lots of new tricks for the classroom, it's just been a fantastic experience. That is what the EU is all about. 40 people, 12 different nations, positivity, enthusiasm, collaboration, sharing ideas, excitement. I've just had my brain washed in positivity after like all these last 2 years of doom and gloom. It's just been absolutely fantastic. That is what the EU is all about. And I wish a lot of people, you know, who voted to leave the EU could experience something like that. It's just like no borders, cultural exchange. Oh, it's just lovely, absolutely lovely. And yeah, I'm almost a bit sorry it's finished actually, but yeah, it was really, really good. Anyway, we've been told to batten down the hatches and don't plan on doing anything outside tomorrow because a massive storm is heading to the island. So we've been advised to stay indoors, which sounds quite ominous. Yes, I suppose the final act of this Erasmus trip really is some sort of big piss up tonight. The Spanish contingent were working on it as I left, so hopefully we'll all meet up later and have some food and drink. And if you didn't already know, most teachers are borderline alcoholic, so it should be a good do. Although it's a really, really expensive place to get drunk. Oh my god, it seems the weather's taken a turn for the worse. I think we're going to be marooned in the museum all day, I think. Fucking hell. I think we better do another tour of the museum, I think. Good God. Okay, can't stop in here any longer. We're going to have to make a run for it. Oh, it's Monday. The weather has finally let up a little bit, and we've hired an awesome vehicle. I wanted to hire one of those big 4x4s with big balloon tyres, but unfortunately the budget could only stretch to this one. Yeah, so even our little noddy car, look, has got those metal studs in the wheels. It makes it sound really weird. So we is out and about. We've got the car, we're just going to come and look at some volcanic stuff today, really. We were going to do a whale watching tour, but there was a slight flaw with the plan, is that there are no whales here this time of year. So we had to do plan B, so we've come to look at some lava and volcanoes and stuff. And if you like that sort of thing, this is the place to be. It's mightily impressive. You can see it's you know, like when it cools and it makes those sort of hexagonal cracks, you can sort of see where it's cracked into the hexagons and big bits have fallen off. I don't know how old this is. It did say on the sign, I'll have to check it out, but I think this eruption was like 800 years ago, I think. Yeah, the weather's been appalling the last 2 days, but we've spent the time investigating all the various geothermal swimming pools around here. Quite a bizarre experience yesterday in the middle of a howling blizzard, sitting in a hot tub at 44 Celsius. And all the Icelandic people, they don't care. They just wander around naked in the blizzard and stuff. It's all quite bizarre. Yeah, there's lots of nudity. It's all very sort of Scandinavian and free and liberated. Yeah, it's been brilliant actually. It's been really, really good. So yes, I keep saying it, but this is a bleak, bleak land. I'm not very good at colours, but I'm assured that the contrast between the red and the green is amazing. And there's lots of this stuff lying around, you know, the stuff, it's like lava with lots of holes in it. Yeah, it's really, really light. I'm being nagged by the other half not doing anything silly like climb on the lava, but this one looks like a well-trodden path. We'll give it a bash. Hello, my name is Andy. I am the Brit in hospital. Oh, actually that's okay. Crunch. Oh god, it's a bit soft. Ta-da. Should be an awesome panorama at the top here. Oh yeah, look at that. Awesome. Woo! So this is the Smoky Valley where we were the other day. This place translates as the Smoky Valley. Except it's not smoke, of course, it's steam. It's quite bizarre though, to see steam pouring from the landscape. A path to a warm, natural bath. Yeah, that's bath time warm. It's nuts. It's like if you imagine if you're in Snowdonia, but with steam coming out of the ground. I don't know how many bubbling holes in the ground you can take in one video, but I just think it's absolutely spectacular. It's just absolutely nuts. Something completely different. Some boiling mud. It looks like it's got oil or something on the top. How strange. Well, we've been walking for about an hour and we came across this place. And if you want to, it's officially okay to take your kit off and go for a swim. I'm sort of 50-50 at the minute, but the water's, I don't know, it's not quite warm enough for me. I'll think about it. There's a guy around the corner with no clothes on. That's nice. Fuck it. We decided to do it. I'm freezing my tits off. Oh, here we go. Oh, he fell over. Oh, it's lovely. Ooh. Oh. Lovely. Whew. Well, that's one for the scrapbook. Getting out's not going to be particularly pleasant, I imagine. Fantastic. What a view. Yeah, human beings never fail to disappoint. Look, leaving all their old pants and stuff in the middle of nowhere. Never mind. Well, we survived. I got my clothes back on. Bloody hell, I'm cold now. But that was quite an experience. It's one of those places. I said the other day that the positivity, being surrounded by nice people, but this place just resets everything. Everybody's at the minute they're terrified of the planet warming by 1.5 Celsius, and everybody's hiding behind the sofa and trying to ban everything. When you come somewhere like this, you see the violence. Sliding around on tectonic plates on top of a ball of white-hot iron and nickel whizzing through space at 1,000,000 miles an hour, bombarded by deadly rays 24/7, asteroids whizzing past, every now and then and scaring the shit out of scientists. And it just puts everything in perspective, really. My background, my training is ecology, and the one thing you learn in ecology is that the steady state is the worst thing for nature. And what nature loves, and what natural selection loves, is like to be challenged. Places like this, when a forest burns down or there's an earthquake, and they say it's an ecological disaster. And actually, ecologically, it's an ecological paradise. That patchiness in space and time and change, it's just perfect. And it just resets everything, really, puts everything in perspective. No need to hide behind the sofa. Well, a bit of a frantic dash across Iceland because we're rapidly running out of daylight, but we made it. Very nice. I think you can actually. Well, yeah, you can. You can go right around the back. Get wet for a second time today. That'd be lovely. Woo, very nice. Oh, today's final challenge. Holy crap. Whoa. Hey. That's pretty damn good. Just when you thought it couldn't get any worse.
Bloody hell, we survived. That was a bit traumatic in that fighty little car. We should have paid a bit more money and got the Jeep, I think. But anyway, we made it. And on the way home, we actually found a balls shop. Balls. Yeah, it cost us an arm and a leg. I had to sell a kidney to buy that, but it's probably worth it.
So, Tuesday, last day. We were supposed to return the car today. But the weather is appalling, and there's no way I'm dragging suitcases around Reykjavik all day, so we've had the car for an extra day. And we've come out into the wilderness, and it's lovely, although the weather is slightly scary. So blowing an absolute gale again. This is the volcano that was erupting for most of this year. It's sort of asleep now. The lava's still smoking hot, and apparently it's hot enough to melt your trainers in places, so you have to be careful. But it's still pretty warm, as you can see. Smoking. Very interesting shapes. And I can actually feel it warm through my shoes. Quite strange. It's weird. It sounds like it's almost ceramic. It sounds like glass almost when you break it. It's the weirdest thing. Well, one thing's for certain. I wouldn't have been standing here a few months ago. I'd have been vaporised. But yeah, I am standing in a lava field. Have I mentioned recently what a bleak, desolate place this is? Well, I think we've experienced enough Icelandic weather for one day. Just sit and admire it from the car. It's just horrible. Oh, there we go. The old banger that's going to take us home. Well, that's been an epic trip. It's been really, really good. Signing off from 64 degrees north. See you again in, I don't know, a month or two on a snowboard or on a beach. I am Andy, I am the Brit.